Welcome to episode 33 of the Valley Sports Talk podcast. Today's episode, we're going to be talking a bit about the NBA trade deadline, which ended today at 3 o'clock. It was a pretty massive trade deadline. People are calling it the greatest trade deadline of all time with all the trades moved and all the players. Then we're going to talk a bit about the Super Bowl. But first, we have a guest joining us today. He's one of our buddies from back home, Mr. Khaled. Khaled, how are you?
I'm doing fine. It's nice to see everyone again. Honor.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Khaled's going to join us for the basketball segment of this episode. We're going to go through the bigger trades that happened. We're going to talk about our thoughts about it and who we think really won the trade. First trade was sort of the bigger one near the end of the trade deadline was the Dallas Mavericks receiving Spencer Dinwiddie and Davis Bertans for Kristaps Porzingis and a second-round pick. Kind of a mind-boggling trade for Dallas, if you're me. You're getting a bad contract in Bertans, and you got a lot of point guards now. Like they got Jalen Brunson, they got Dinwiddie. I don't really know what they're gonna do with that front court.
This went where? Sorry.
Porzingis went to Washington. It was pretty weird. I don't know. I found it kind of odd, but obviously for winning. Sorry.
What's Washington's play, bro? They have Kuzma and Porzingis. What are they doing, man?
Kuzma and then Beal's out for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Beal's out for season. So I don't.
What are they trying to do?
Playoffs.
Yeah.
I don't know, Khaled.
It was weird because we'll talk about it in a minute, but they also traded away like Montrezl Harrell.
Really?
It was pretty.
Where'd you
Yeah.
go?
Harrell went to the Hornets for Vernon Carey and Ish Smith.
I'd like to see Montrezl Harrell with the Hornets. That'd be kind of cool.
I think it's a good fit 'cause they got a big that can sort of run with LaMelo. And Harrell's like a energizing player. Like he's a big play guy. So I feel like he kind of fits along with LaMelo.
Oh, him and LaMelo are gonna have a couple highlights for sure. There'll be some alley-oop passes, whatever.
LaMelo needed someone like that.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Definitely. But yeah, getting back to the Porzingis trade, I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on it.
I mean, again, like you sort of said, I don't really understand it for Washington. Like, they're obviously Beal's out for the season. They don't have a really good roster this year, and they were dealers at the trade deadline as well. So for a team, I don't even know if they're in a wild card right now. They're not. No. So, and Porzingis is hurt right now as well too.
I think the plan is to hold Porzingis and Beal up for the rest of the season.
Hopefully, I mean, I guess, but like Porzingis, when was the last time he had a healthy season? So I don't know. I don't like it. I do kind of like the Bertans sort of spot aside for Dallas because he's a good shooter to put around. Obviously Doncic. Dinwiddie's sort of a veteran guy. Like Noah said, they do got a lot of point guards and shooting guards, so I don't really understand it, but I like Bertans as like a 3 and D sort of guy around.
I like him too. He just has a terrible contract.
Yeah.
He's getting paid like 18 mil for like the next 4 years.
Yikes.
Yeah.
How old is he?
Bertans is like 27, 28.
I don't even know who that is.
Maybe
Bertans.
Davis Bertans.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I don't know.
Wow, Max.
Wait, what's his name?
Davis Bertans.
Don't know.
He used to play for the Spurs before he signed in Washington. Anyways, moving on to the next trade.
Did we talk about Sabonis? Or
we're working on it.
I'm just kind of going down the list. I'm on Sportsnet right now, going down the list of trades.
Oh, gotcha,
we'll get to it. The next sort of decently sized one, the Boston Celtics got Derek White for Josh Richardson, Romeo Langford in a second. It's a little bit of a smaller move, but I think it's a good sort of move for Boston because they get a good bench piece in Derek White. Him and Schroeder will man the bench unit, and Josh Richardson and Romeo Langford weren't really getting very many minutes. So,
yeah, I also sort of like the trades for both sides. In the San Antonio sort of thing, I mean, they're not in the play-in tournament right now, but they're in the mix for sure, and getting a nice bench piece like Josh Richardson's good. Romeo Langford's young and still has potential. And then the first round pick is a top 4 protected, and Boston won't be in the bottom 4. So they're going to get a first round pick out of it too. So
It was a second, not a first.
what?
I'm pretty sure it was a second, unless I have the
On the
details
website
wrong.
I'm looking at, it says first
Okay,
round pick.
it's probably right then.
Anyways, well, either way, they're
It's a
getting a
pick.
draft pick out of it.
Yeah, I didn't have much to say about that. I agree with what Brandon was saying.
That's so boring.
It is boring. These trades are boring.
This next one will get us talking. Probably the blockbuster. Sixers received James Harden and
We're not going
Paul.
to go to the Sabonis one.
That happened yesterday. I'm
Take
going
it.
by like
Full news.
recent to later.
Oh, okay.
Khaled wants to talk about James Harden. Okay, let him.
I
do
know
it.
it. Khaled will leave.
I can
us-
see he's itching. He's like, I want to go. I want to go.
All right. All right.
Um,
Go ahead.
Anyways, Philadelphia receives James Harden and Paul Millsap, and Brooklyn received Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and 2 first-round picks.
You guys want to guess what Khaled was saying out of this trade on the bat to me? He was
Let him say it right now.
Guess who he
I've
thinks.
always had one consistent mind frame is that if you're trading for Ben Simmons, you might as well just
There it is.
throw away your playoff chances, honestly.
Okay.
And, like,
That was the one. That was the that factor that made me pick the Sixers as a win for this,
Yeah.
mainly because I think that Ben Simmons is a good piece. Like, he's a young piece. Obviously, he can't shoot, but whenever it comes down to playoffs, he's honestly like a no guard. Like, you don't even have to guard him. I'll stand like under the rim. That's where I'll guard him from.
Wait, you guys think 76ers won?
Yes, and I also think they won because they didn't have to give up Matisse Thybulle.
Hmm.
There was a bunch of rumors that Matisse Thybulle was going to be in this trade, and they didn't have to give him up. So I think it's a win for the Sixers. That part too.
you got Seth Curry and Harden, man. Like, their shooting is now like.
Oh, Seth Curry went in the deal.
I swear that's what I saw. Okay, whatever.
Seth Curry went to
Seth Curry's in the deal.
Seth
Yeah.
Curry was in the deal.
Look at Braden chime in. Shut up.
No. I'm just saying that he was he's part of it. Like I read the trade there earlier on Instagram.
Fair enough.
That's what it was just.
Yeah, but Khaled, Seth Curry's gone. I said that, remember?
Yeah.
So basically, we got a starting 5 for the Sixers. It'd be Maxey, Harden, Thybulle or Danny Green,
Well, Tobias Harris.
Tobias at the 4, and then Joel at the 5.
Yeah, and I mean the way
starting.
you got to think about it really is like Philadelphia got James Harden and Paul Millsap for basically Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and 2 first-round picks because Ben Simmons wasn't playing for them anyways. So when you got Joel Embiid playing the best he's played in his career, and knock on wood, hasn't been hurt yet, which is pretty rare for Joel Embiid. He's always had injury problems. So when he's playing this good and he's not hurt, to add almost free James Harden, I definitely like their chances this year.
Hopefully motivated James Harden. Fuck.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's
It
going
was
to
sorta
be
weird
motivated Joel Embiid now.
It was weird because I didn't think Harden was going to get moved. Like, I know that they wanted to move. He wanted to be moved, but I didn't actually think he was going to get moved.
No, I didn't think
Yeah,
it was going to happen either.
What's that, Kelly?
I didn't think it was going to happen either.
No, me neither. It was like the trade talks were like really hot, like the idea like a month ago, 3 weeks ago. But then it seemed like it wasn't going to happen over the past week, and then here we go.
So, Brandon, I never really got a clear understanding. Did you think the 76ers won or lost the trade?
I think this.
I think both teams
I
won.
could see. I think it's a win from
Both sides?
both sides, honestly.
Yeah.
More for Philadelphia because, like I said, Ben Simmons wasn't playing for them anyways. So, like, if you can trade Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and 2 first-round picks for James Harden, you're doing it all day long.
I have a question. Who would you rather have? Ben Simmons? No, James Harden for the next 3 years, 4 years, let's say, or like at what James Harden's playing at right now, which isn't like his best, but like let's say it's close to it, right? Would you rather that? So 3 or 4 years of James Harden with Joel Embiid, or would you rather want Ben Simmons for the next, let's say, 7 or 8 years doing what Ben Simmons does with like KD and Kyrie?
The next 7 years, you're just going to be going out in the second round. What's the point?
I don't know, bro. I'm just saying Harden's good, but it's not like he's gonna ever be better than what he was. And what he wasn't even that good in the playoffs. I don't know.
I think if it wins you a championship, then it's then in the next 3 years, then it easily beats having Ben Simmons over the next couple if they don't get a championship.
But I think there's a better chance that KD will make it work with Ben Simmons than I think Joel Embiid will make it work with James Harden.
And so yeah, I disagree on
I
that.
disagree with that as well. I think James Harden of
If
4
Kyrie's
years
there as
ago,
well,
5 years ago, maybe you're right. But I've noticed in James Harden's game, he's really changed it up in the last couple years where he's still a great scorer, but he's not as dependent on it now. Like you see him with the odd triple-double now, and you never saw that 5 years ago.
yeah.
And he's a perfect, like, James Harden loves to crash the rim. He leads the league in free throw attempts. You also have Joel Embiid, obviously loves to crash the rim. You got really nice pick and rolls there. And
Imagine a pick and pop with them,
it could be either or.
and you still got Tobias Harris, who isn't
And
a
then you
slouch.
still got Tobias Harris. Exactly.
I just think I don't know. I agree. I think they're both better from the trade. I really do. The only thing I will say is I'm more excited for the Nets than I am for the 76ers, partially because I'm really interested in what Ben Simmons will be once he's not playing with a Joel Embiid and once he's not in the 76ers. Like if Ben Simmons is able to, let's say, 19, 9-9, and then you have Kyrie putting up.
That's
Like-
what he's doing anyways, basically.
Pardon?
That's what he's doing anyways,
Yeah,
basically.
but he's playing. Who's Ben Simmons playing with? He's just playing with Joel Embiid. He didn't really have the year that they should have went to the finals. In my opinion, was with the Jimmy Butler year. They 100% should have. But if you put Ben Simmons with Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, I'm taking that over James Harden.
Yeah, but okay, listen to this. You said you put Ben Simmons with Kyrie and KD. Ben Simmons can't shoot, so he needs the ball in his hand to facilitate.
So you put
KD and
Michael,
Kyrie
right?
also need the ball in their hands to facilitate.
No, but put KD, for example, did great with the Golden State Warriors when you had Clay and Curry playing. So you had Curry
That's because Clay and Curry can shoot. Ben Simmons can't shoot.
No, Ben Simmons can't shoot, but he can play point guard and he can defend like no one else. You don't need him to shoot if you have Patty Mills, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Durant.
I'm saying like
Brooklyn also has to make the playoffs. Like Kevin Durant's out.
Oh, I know. I'm not talking
Now
about
they don't
this.
have James Harden.
Right now they're in a playoffs. They're in a play-in spot.
They're in a play-in. I think they're the 9 seed right now in the
KD's
East.
been,
And
it's
Ben
tough.
Simmons, they sent out a tweet today. Ben Simmons ain't playing for a while because he
No.
hasn't played basketball in a very long time.
No, I know. I'm not saying that the Nets are like. I think where I'm coming from is the Nets know this year's a write-off. I'm just saying long term, Ben Simmons is right now an underrated asset. Not underrated asset, but like, Khaled, shut the fuck up.
But that's
No, I
that's
agree
ano-
with Cal. I agree with
it's
Cal.
another year. It's another year.
How many more years are the Brooklyn Nets going to say, okay, this year's a write-off next
Thank
year?
you. Thank you. That's what I was going
This
to
is
say.
the
One
third
more
year.
year of KD getting older. You still got LaMarcus Aldridge who gets older. Blake Griffin's getting older. There goes your bench.
No, but I know. But this year,
Ben Simmons makes a lot of money.
Even if you kept
Durant
James
makes a lot of
Harden,
money.
I don't. It seemed like James Harden wanted to be out of there anyways. Like, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying the Nets had their hands tied. If they held on any longer, they would have just got nothing. They wouldn't have got as much. And Harden wanted out of there anyways. So they had to do the trade. I'm just saying Ben Simmons, when you think about it, he's still 6'10", can defend all 5 spots, previous defensive player of the year, can pass like no one else. That's really like Kevin Durant. I'm talking more about the fact that Kevin Durant is amazing. And if you put him with Simmons, it's like, I don't know. I think it's way better for Kevin Durant to play with a Simmons than even a Harden, for example, because Harden scores a lot more. Harden's game revolves more on scoring. So if you just have Ben Simmons not score, just play amazing defense, which Harden can't do at all, and then pass like no one else because he's a great passer. I don't know. I think it helps a lot for the Nets because the Nets were also known to be small, and he's 6'10". So
Well, guess what,
I think
Max?
whatever, Brandon.
Only time will tell.
Only time will tell.
How much better is Ben Simmons gonna play than Harden last year, though? Harden last year was like
Pretty good. He was really good. He was really good last year. But the thing is, the Nets should have went to the finals last year. Like they should have. They should have had a healthy Kyrie, healthy Harden, healthy KD, and they would have won the ring. But
So you're saying, back to what you were saying though, you said if like Simmons puts up 18, 9, and 9.
Yeah.
Harden was basically doing that
No, but he was putting up. Think
with
about it.
with a shot. With a
No.
shot.
I'm not saying Harden's not better than Simmons, but think about it. If you're doing about the exact same, but you're taking more shots, you're scoring more, you're taking that away from Kevin Durant, and you're doing it on a lower efficiency because that's what Harden is.
He's
a
not
lower-
taking it away from Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant was averaging the most points per game out of anyone in the NBA.
But
Wasn't Harden averaging the most
This year.
assists?
no, but Harden. No, I'm not saying. No, I'm not saying that. In comparison to Ben Simmons, what I'm saying is that Harden, in comparison to Ben Simmons, is taking more shots away from Kevin Durant. I'm not saying that Kevin Durant isn't able to get his points. I'm just saying James Harden's game style. If you had Ben Simmons plugged in, all that you're getting is you're taking out a little bit less scoring from James Harden and a lot better defense. And then you're
Yeah,
also still putting him at the
for
point
sure.
guard position. So
But there's arguments to every point because you can also say now that you have Ben Simmons on your team and he can't shoot,
but you
why
don't
am I
need
gonna
you don't-
why no
I
but
don't-
no but just no I know but like you're gonna like why would I guard him now? Like you can double team Kevin Durant when before you had to have someone on KD, you had to have someone on on Kyrie Irving, you had to have someone on James Harden, you had to have someone on
Because-
Joe Harris.
because the difference between being a scorer and being someone that gets you to be on, like, people aren't defending Ben Simmons whenever he's trying to go for a three or something like that. So that looks bad. But for the most part, he's an effective player because he passes so well. Like, I
Yeah.
still think if Ben Simmons is what Ben Simmons is, it's not like Ben Simmons is still like he's two-time All-Star.
Ben
coming
Simmons
into
is
the
a
game.
good basketball player.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Everyone's gonna bait him for the shot. That's what every
Well,
defender's gonna do. They're
It's
just
like what
gonna-
Toronto did to Giannis in the playoffs and when
I'm
they
not
won
dis-
the game.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but if there's going to be a team that's going to be able to still use him to his effectiveness, the Nets make perfect sense because the other options on the 76ers were Joel Embiid, and Joel Embiid's not Kevin Durant. You know, like I'm just saying, Ben Simmons, if he plays like how he's supposed to play, how he is as a player, if you put him on the Nets, they should be. I think he should just be looked at as such a better player for the rest of his career because people are going to be like, "Oh, great! I forgot this guy's like a walking triple double and can play defense 1 through 5." So, I don't know.
For the first time in this whole segment, I actually agree with that point because you and Noah had a debate for probably 40 minutes on how Ben Simmons is a third option. And like you said, he'll fit better on this team because he is now the third option.
Sure, fair.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that one, Max.
Yeah, sure. I agree with that. Yeah, because I do think that if he's facilitating the ball, he's a great passer. And yeah, the 1 through 5 thing, I mean, almost defensive player. And he's a lot better than Khaled at basketball too, if you think about it. So
I'd hope so. No offense, Khaled.
He's in the league, man. He lost out on $20 million for not playing. You think I would do that?
Khaled didn't live in Deep River. He was
No,
out there
I didn't
hooping
say
in
that.
Toronto or
No,
something
$20 million, man.
and got his name out there. I could see him in the NBA for sure.
all right, so
All right.
Khaled's only here for a bit because he has to go and have supper.
Yeah. We'll move
but
on to
Khaled-
the next trade.
One more trade for Khaled to talk about. Yeah.
What's up, Khaled?
Okay,
Yes,
this trade happened. This trade happened
No,
yesterday. It was the Sacramento Kings got Domantas Sabonis, Jeremy Lamb, Justin Holiday, and a second-round pick for Tyrese Halliburton, Buddy Hield, and Tristan Thompson.
Sacramento.
Right off the bat, I'm gonna say winners for right now, Kings. Winners for the long term, Pacers. It's kind of a questionable or like a what are you doing type trade for the Kings because they're not gonna be good. They don't have a chance to win the championship this year. Yes, they're getting Domantas Sabonis, who's a 2-time All-Star, can put up triple doubles on a very good contract. But at the same time, you're also giving up on a very promising rookie. He's not a rookie. Is he a rookie? Second year player, I think.
Tyrese's second year.
Second year player that looked very promising. I think the Pacers are going to have going to win at the end of the day, but it was kind of weird. Like I didn't think Sabonis was going to go to the Kings, and even if he did go to the Kings, I didn't think it was going to be for Halliburton.
What do you think, Khaled?
And Buddy Hield. They get Sacramento. I don't know what they're doing, man. They're not going anywhere, to be honest. They're just
Yeah.
they're always gonna stay 8th, 9th seed forever. That's how I'm thinking.
Yeah, no one gives a fuck about the Kings. What the fuck they doing?
I don't know.
You know what?
Last
though?
time they
So-
were good until they got cheesed by Kobe. That was the only time.
You know what though? I was also on your guys' side, and I still am. But I bet last night on the Minnesota Timberwolves to beat the Kings, so I actually watched the game. And Max, your point is why I'm bringing this up. You said nobody cares about the Kings, which is true, and nobody's cared about the Kings for so long, and they've
Yeah.
basically had the same team for so long that like
Yeah.
I honestly found that De'Aaron Fox looked like I didn't watch many Kings games, but when I did, De'Aaron Fox looked so unmotivated to play. And I watched the game last night because I had a bet on it. And he put De'Aaron Fox, I don't know if he got to 30, but he was at 28 or something like that. He looked really energetic. Domantas Sabonis looked really good.
Sabonis played really well.
The fans were into it.
Too.
It was exciting. Like the arena was actually loud.
Yeah.
And
Okay. No, I get that. I
so,
mean, if someone's gonna be like a shit pile like the Kings are, you can't they still got something out of it, I guess.
exactly. Like, I think they know they're still going to lose.
Yeah,
But
at least
there's a little bit of excitement around Sacramento, which there hasn't been in a very long
Oh
time.
yes, Sabonis is an all-star. He's a great player. I like Sabonis. So
Yeah, and like I said, De'Aaron Fox looked like a different
player,
De'Aaron Fox than I've seen in a while last night.
yeah, if you give him another.
Do we quickly want to go over the CJ McCollum trade before Cal leaves?
Can you stick around, Cal?
Yeah, I don't know, stick around.
Okay.
But,
This was 2 nights ago, I believe. Portland traded CJ McCollum, Larry Nance, and Tony Snell for Josh Hart, Sadaransky, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, who ended up getting flipped to Utah yesterday, and then a first-round pick in 2 seconds. I like this for the Pelicans. Portland had made a couple trades this trade deadline that were like kind of confusing. I didn't know really what their plan was. I like it for the Pelicans because it gives a shooter around Zion if he ever does come back from injury, and Brandon Ingram. And even then, I think JV Valanciunas is one of the more underrated centers in the league. He'll easily could put up like 12 and 15 on any given night. But it just gives that veteran leadership to a sort of young Pelicans team. And then you didn't really have to give up anybody too young other than Josh Hart, who's already like 27, and Alexander Walker, who the Trailblazers didn't even keep. They just turned around and flipped to the Jazz. That was a good trade for the Pels.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Like, I mean, it's kind of unrealistic, but if you really wanted to like go like big man ball and like if they got healthy, which has been not this Pelicans team has never been able to be healthy, but if they were all healthy, you could potentially have a lineup of like CJ, who would be their 2 or their 1?
Alonzo? Where's he even there? Oh no, never mind.
Like Devontae Graham. Isn't Devontae Graham there?
Yeah, he'll be their point guard.
So you can do like Devontae Graham, you could do CJ, you could do BI, you could do Zion, and you can do Valanciunas. That's a scary lineup. Like that's a good lineup if they're healthy. Yeah. So I like it. CJ is a good shooter. He's still got it. He's getting up there in age, but I mean, if you can be healthy, they could be like a little dark horse.
Like 5 years.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Did you say 5 years, Khaled?
Yeah, like 4 or 5 years. I run a bit.
So how old is
CJ's 30.
30?
I wonder if people can see.
You just shoot it, bro.
Yeah,
Can you see what it says? Can you guys see? Wait. No, or is it backwards?
No, you
just don't say Bucks and 6. I might have to.
No.
Who thinks Bucks?
Oh yeah, that was for Khaled. Bucks and 6. I wanted to say that before Khaled left. That's the last thing I wanted to say.
Oh yeah, you had that early 2019 or 2022 NBA champ.
Yeah, that
Khaled,
was
before you leave, let's hear it.
Fuck.
Actually, give us your finals. What are the 2 teams, and then what's the winner?
Chicago and Lakers.
Wow. Chicago's coming out of the East. Chicago
and Lakers are taking it all the way.
Jeez, get off. Get out.
Have a good night.
Oh yeah, he just beast.
He's gone. That is a hot take right there. I would have left.
Max, what about you? What do you got?
Definitely not that. I'm going a repeat. I'm going Bucks Suns.
You will?
Let Brady go. I'm still thinking about it.
Right, you wanna pipe in for the first time all pod?
I'd like to change. Can I just say
not
Memphis?
I don't know. Like, I honestly don't know.
You haven't fucking said one thing the whole time. Like
because you guys are more in depth to basketball than I am. Like the only time I've watched consistent basketball is when Toronto won the championship. That was the only time I won. The only time I watched consistent basketball.
Have you looked at the standings at all this year?
No, I have not. I have not even watched one single basketball game.
Okay, but you know who's decent. Like, you
What
must
do you
know a little
I don't
bit.
know.
You don't even have a prediction of the finals. Just a random prediction.
Maybe Golden State.
Okay, and
Golden State, well,
I don't.
name a team from the East.
Fuck, I don't know. I don't know any teams in the East. Like, what do you want me to do?
Well, what about
Well, hang on. Let Brandon go. I'll fucking
the Raptors.
What about the Eastern Warriors?
The what?
The Eastern Warriors.
The Eastern Warriors.
The Eastern Steel Warriors.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Is that a new team?
Yeah.
Hampton.
They replaced the Charlotte Hornets.
Bray's bedroom.
Dan, shut up.
I'm gonna agree with you, Bray. I like Golden State this year. I'm gonna.
Well, Curry's been playing really well this year, so and plus now they play Thompson. They got Clay back, which is a good thing for them too. So
they're getting a Wiggins. Minnesota was hoping they were.
They're getting an all-star starter Wiggins.
Yeah,
that draft's actually in half an hour.
Curry's play has elevated Wiggins, and then obviously you have Thompson back, and they got a couple young pieces. Once Wiseman can come back, I like them. In the East, let's go 76ers. Let's see what Harden can do. I think Joel Embiid's playing at an all-star. Well, obviously an all-star, but the best he's ever played. And obviously you got Tobias Harris, who's just a steady 18, 6-6 guy, and then add James Harden to that. Give me 76ers.
So I'll join you with the Golden State. I just think their veteran sort of playoff experience will help them get there over other teams. But I'm actually gonna go Miami Heat.
I like that too.
Miami Heat. I also have the Heat winning it, which might be a bit surprising.
I no, they were my second option, honestly.
I just feel like Jimmy Butler, you got K-Lo, you got PJ Tucker, Tyler Hero's playing great off the bench, 6th man of the year probably. Duncan Robinson, Gabe Vincent has been pretty good this year. They just have a deep team.
Yeah. Each one of their starters has been out this season, and there's still one game at first.
One game at first. So, yeah.
I like them.
Braden, have you got a pick yet?
I'll go with 76ers just because I would like to see how Harden does with Joel Embiid. Maybe I think that's going to be a good duo for them too, because I do like because you do have a point where Harden, if he's got to have the ball. Well, he's more of a more like, how do I want to put it, like offensive, like very offensive player, which is I think is what
they're not wrong there.
No, exactly.
There you go.
And like back to your point, like when you said 5 years ago when he played, oh my God, what was the team? Come on, Brady. Houston, thank you. When he played for the Rockets, like he was the one guy on that team, because like you're hearing about like, oh, he's scored, I don't know, like what, 30 points over like a set amount of games or something like that. Like
something like 30.
It was a record. Like he was setting a record. Like it was nuts.
Yeah, no, he was on a 30-point streak. I forget who it was, but it was something like 20 games, or actually more than that, I think, honestly.
Harden doesn't have to be that player anymore, which is, I think, is
better.
Yeah, it's better.
Oh, he couldn't. Yeah,
and that's exactly it, right? Because now you say, oh, he'll put up the odd triple-double so often. But like back then, you never heard of that, because like when you heard about Harden, it was always like just driving the basket, shooting the ball, you know. So at least this way, he's developed a little bit more teamwork because he's not just the show anymore.
Yeah, I agree.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Good point. Okay,
Bray,
we'll move into. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Max.
I was just gonna say that I have to leave for 7 because my landlord has to come here and I have to sign some lease for next year. So as long as we can get through this before 7, we should be good.
We'll try to get going.
I think we're almost.
We should be good. We'll move into a segment that Braden can give us a bit more info on. We have obviously the Super Bowl's on Sunday. The first question Max has written here is Joe Burrow the next Tom Brady? I'm gonna go right off. No, I don't think there's going to be another Tom Brady. Even though Burrow has all the the tools to do it. I just don't think you could really be the next Tom Brady.
And I gotta agree with you on that too. Like, yeah, you can build around Burrow and all that, like throughout the next years, but nobody can ever do what Brady has done to lead up to his retirement. You know, like he's written in the history books as one of the best best NFL players, or you can even say best athlete of all time, if you even wanted to. So I'm gonna go with no also.
Yeah, I like, does Burrow have the talent to obviously not have the accolades Tom Brady does, but be up there in some conversation? It's possible. He's got unlimited talent in the world, but I when it comes to comparing him to Tom Brady, they don't really have much in common other than they throw the deep ball. But even then, like Tom Brady doesn't throw as many interceptions as Joe Burrow.
Sorry, who's Tam Brady?
Tam Brady, because Tam Brady's obviously got the football IQ. Joe Burrows uses his legs a little bit.
So. Yeah, I agree. So
I don't like the comparison between the two personally.
Okay. Where I was coming from, since I wrote the question, I feel like out of all the quarterbacks to be coming up, I'm not saying, so I've had this talk with other people before, but I'm not saying they're the same. I'm just saying if there was a generation's
new face,
I
read that underneath, new face of the league, sort of.
Yes, if there was, people will say Patrick Mahomes, yeah. But what I'm saying about Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady is Patrick Mahomes is so different than Tom Brady. He's so
yeah, they play way different.
So mobile, so play for fun, so not necessarily like dialed in, sure, but in just a completely different way.
Tom Brady was like,
but that's also where Mahomes makes mistakes too.
No,
you got to also think about that too, because when they played against the Bucs in the Super Bowl the year before, no matter what he did, he was always trying to make a play. So like he rolled the pocket, then he's gone back this way, and then he's back on the other side of the field. Right. Which I mean, and that's a good thing to have a mobile quarterback. But what they did is that they just built around Brady. So Mahomes doesn't have that, like he doesn't have like all that pressure coming after him, right?
Max, you might know this, but in the NBA there used to be a guy it was Tim Duncan. They called Tim Duncan Mr. Fundamental. Just because he was good at the fundamental skills. I feel like he was sort of like the Tom Brady of the NBA. Not saying he's the best of all time, but just Tom Brady was just like a fundamental, like all about the fundamental quarterbacks. Like he was such just like the everyday quarterback that just did everything right.
And you know what? If you're gonna compare a young quarterback to Tom Brady, could you not say it's Mac Jones? Like he honestly, but you got the same coach. Mac Jones doesn't run.
No, he's not very fast either.
Pretty accurate.
Joe Burrow doesn't run that much though. Like Joe Burrow
has to run because his O-line sucks.
No, I know, but okay. So I just want to finish my point though. Where I think the main comparison is that, or I see it, is the ability to be clutch and not like Joe Burrow's flashy, but he's not like Lamar Jackson. He's not like Patrick Mahomes. He's not like. I wouldn't put him in the same. Who else is in that? I think Herbert's probably more mobile than him. Is he not?
Pretty easily, yeah. I'd say.
Herbert's more mobile. Who else is in your top? Who are your top young guys? Josh Allen. More mobile, more bigger guy. All four of those quarterbacks are not comparable to Tom Brady whatsoever. I'm saying if you had Tom Brady, fast forward into 20 years from now, he would have to be more mobile. Like, you know what I mean? Like Tom Brady is.
Well, that's where the game, but that's also where the game's going now. Like you see now a lot of quarterbacks roll out of pocket and start scrambling. Like it's no longer where they stay stationary and your old line does that job. It's all like, oh, I'm gonna roll the pocket and I'll fucking just throw it down deep.
Well, that's why I find the comparison of Brady isn't that far off, because there's probably not going to be that many guys moving forward that can play like how Brady did for his career.
Like the Joe Burrow meme, it's like, fuck it, Jamar's down there somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. I think what I like about Tom Brady is he's kind of like this quiet, not like necessarily quiet, but like he's just kind of like stern, does his own fucking thing, and just kind of like, I don't know, he doesn't make it about him. I feel like Tom Brady does a good job of that, and I feel like Joe Burrow kind of does the same thing. I think Patrick Mahomes is a little bit more of a diva, little bit more of like, oh, look at me, stuff like that. Whereas I think I like Joe Burrow a lot, and he just reminds me of what Tom Brady was. So yeah.
Agreed. Okay, moving along. I think that's a good point there, Max. Good points, boys. Sorry, I can't talk. Who are you guys most happy to see get a chance to ring? Is it like a veteran who deserves a ring, or a young talent that sort of can take a leap and get confidence from this?
You know what? I think I would like to go first for this one because I think who deserves the ring a lot is Aaron Darnold. You know, he has 0 championships, plays unreal football, like always pressuring the quarterback. And what?
Did they not get one?
No, they lost.
No, they lost it. They lost to Brady.
Keep going.
So, you know, like I think that he deserves one the most out of the amount of people on that Rams team. You know, because he's been there the longest. You know, he's been there since 2014. I think it's about time he finally gets one.
Yeah, my 3 that I have down are Matthew Stafford, Vaughn. I'd always like to see Von Miller get one.
Yeah, Von Miller.
He has one, but I'd like to see him get another one. And I had Aaron Donald.
Yeah, I think I'm going to stick along the same sort of path as you guys. I think I'm picking Rams players just because this Bengals team's young and they're very good. So I think they're going to get one. So who do I really want to see get one is obviously Darnold, Matthew Stafford, because he's never really had the opportunity.
No,
and then Jalen Ramsey. Like, I mean, defense doesn't really get talked about as much, and he's one of the best corners in the game. So,
does OBJ have a ring? I don't think he does.
No. This is the first time OBJ has been like past the first round of the playoffs.
Well, that's what I figured because when he played for the Giants, like they didn't make the playoffs. So that's what I figured it was. So yeah, there's a lot of players on this Rams team that could possibly win a championship that actually deserve it. Like, you know, we could sit here all night and bick and batter about who deserves and who doesn't, but there's a lot of players on that team that are going to be looking for a ring on Sunday.
Yeah, like OBJ's touchdown catch against Arizona in the first round was his first touchdown catch in the playoffs.
Ever, and he's 29.
And he's 29 and considered one of the best wide receivers.
Oh yeah, very talented. Still talented at 29.
He was on like the Giants and the Browns.
Yeah,
that's it.
Like that.
But the Giants were decent.
No, they weren't.
They can never be. They can never be. They can never really be. They
were below average back when he played.
Oh, they were making. He had some playoff appearances.
Yeah, but it's
last year was his first one.
What?
Last year with Cleveland was his first time in the playoffs.
Really?
Yeah.
He didn't make the playoffs once with the Giants.
No.
Well,
yeah. Max, do you have any players that you want to see win a ring?
Yeah. Well, I was considering OBJ, but I feel like it's kind of obvious to say that. But no, I was gonna actually say, just to ride my Tom Brady comparison, I would love to see Joe Burrow win a ring. It would be great because if you think about how, not even the Tom Brady thing, but just like in terms of him, he's one at LSU, and then was injured the next year, and then I think he comes back, and then if he wins a ring here, I don't know, you're gonna be looking at it and be like, yeah, no, this guy's fucking insane. I don't know. I think Joe Burrow, if he gets a ring and the Bengals win, we're gonna be talking about him a lot next year, like a lot. So. Yeah,
he's gonna have a lot to prove. He'll be the shit next year, and I do agree with you on that, Max. Like to see like a young quarterback, like second year in and win a Super Bowl, but we also got to remember that Patrick Mahomes did kind of the same thing too, right?
Yeah.
So
no, but that's my.
He didn't win a Heisman.
Oh, he didn't win Patty Mahomes didn't win a Heisman.
He didn't win a Heisman or a national or
like
Natty.
If Joe Burrow wins a ring, it'll be more impressive than
he'll be the first quarterback ever to win the national championship, the Heisman, and a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
No quarterback has ever won the Heisman, a national championship, or a Super Bowl.
If Joe Burrow wins this ring, it'll be more impressive than when Mahomes got his first ring.
And I agree. I agree with you on that too. You know, I'm just trying to compare.
Yeah, so that's where
it's not really a great comparison that I said, but I was just trying to make it
excited to see Joe Burrow. If you're excited to see Joe Burrow win a ring, who do you think's winning it on Sunday?
No, I think the Bengals are winning it. I'm taking the Bengals. That's my.
Are you?
Yes, I'm riding with my buddy Mark, even though he refused to come on here. He's
Braden?
camera shy.
You know what? I know you know what? I don't really have high expectations for the Bengals, but you know what? If they can do what they did against KC and put on a good show, I'm going with the underdogs on this one. So I'm sticking with Marks.
Brandon, I know your pick.
Yeah,
Unless you've changed it.
My heart says yes, but my brain says no.
My heart's with the Bengals. My head and my money is with the Rams.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's where I'm like, where I want to pick the Rams, but you know what? I'm going to go with the underdogs on this one.
Do you know what scares me? Do you know what scares me? What scares me is 9 sacks in one game.
But the next game
they barely win.
There was 0.
Okay, but
now the next.
Now we're talking about the Rams, who have Von Miller, who've got like
Aaron Donald.
He's getting sacked. Like I could see Aaron Donald winning.
Oh no! That offensive line has to step up this game if they have even a slight chance of winning.
Like this is a whole different.
Like the boys are gonna have to bring their A+ game if they want to win this. If they want to win the Super Bowl.
Cool.
And I hope the Super Bowl halftime show this year is going to be good. And I really, really hope so.
It will be. There's Eminem. There's like
Kendrick.
I know.
In concert,
I'm not saying that it's going to be bad. I just want it to be good because I've seen a lot of bad halftime shows.
People are saying this is Detroit's version of their Super Bowl. They got Eminem in there and Matt Stafford.
Yeah, I heard that.
I can't wait to watch Eminem on the Super Bowl.
I hope he brings out the Slim Shady era.
Yes, that would be awesome.
What's next?
I have the Rams as well. I just exactly my reason is exactly what Brandon said. I don't think that offensive line can hold it back. Aaron Donald and Von Miller.
Joe Shiesty.
I would like to see it.
I got 27.
I kind of like the split though. We got two going with the Bengals, 2 against the Rams. I kind of like that.
I'm taking
27-24 Rams. 27-24.
27-24.
Geez, if they get the sacks, I think they're gonna get 28-17 Rams.
I say 28-17 Bengals.
Wow, Max, real original.
24-21 Bengals.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to be a high score game, but I just think it's going to be close. I can feel
it. We got 10 minutes left. Should we go to trivia?
Yeah, Max.
We should go to trivia.
Go ahead, Max.
And let's try and zip.
All right. So this is Max Titterington's trivia. Okay.
Max Titterington's version.
Is this about you? Because I'm not going to do very well.
Yeah. What's it about?
It's about actually, it's just general sports questions. It's all over.
Okay.
So when was I born? No.
2000.
December 27th. December 28th?
No, Noah should know because he's close.
Did I get it?
What'd you say?
27th?
Yeah. See.
Yeah, it's the same as my
cousin. Oh, shit. I was close. I was 1 day off.
This wasn't the question, but anyways.
1 point for me.
Which is the only American football team to go a whole season undefeated, including the Super Bowl?
Did the team won the Super Bowl?
Yes, and they were undefeated, and including Super Bowl, so they won the Super Bowl. I'll give you a hint. It wasn't in the 2000s.
Can you give us the era?
It was later.
It was early, but it wasn't anything in the 60s or 50s. It was 70s and on.
Okay. I remember this.
I shouldn't have said anything. Just shut him.
Yes, no, I know it.
Anything, obviously.
I know it too, but I can't. I knew it wasn't Tom Brady.
Oh, I know it.
Because didn't Tom Brady go undefeated and then lose in the playoffs?
Yeah,
that's what that was gonna be my answer.
Max, I got it. 100%, I got it.
Oh shit. Okay, so you guys ready? Braden first.
Oh, I'm gonna go with San Fran. Back in the 90s. No?
Get out of here. Brandon?
Pittsburgh.
No, fuck.
Okay, this is gonna be really bad. Miami.
Yes. There you go. Miami Dolphins, 1972.
I didn't know the year, but I remember.
I never would have guessed that. Never.
I should have got that.
Okay.
I thought it was San Fran.
I'm upset at myself.
I'm upset.
I'm very grumpy.
I'm not happy.
Question 2.
All right, so for the second question, who is the NFL's all-time leading rusher?
Damn.
That's a good one.
Damn.
I know who's in second and third, but I don't know if I'll be able to know the first one.
It's weird because I didn't even really know the name like I did, and I didn't. I mean, I recognized it if someone said it to me, but I didn't think of it.
I know exactly who's in second and third, but I'm gonna have to think about who's in first.
I'll give you a hint. It's
I have
not
no
Barry Sanders. It's not Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders isn't
Just
even
saying.
top 3.
Oh, really? Okay, well, it's not him.
So I know for second and third, 100%.
I got my answer though.
I think I got mine too.
He's not from our generation, for example.
Yeah, I know that.
All-time leading rusher, yeah.
Got my answer.
I got a guess.
All right,
I guess.
Braden,
Don't
sharing
know
off
for sure.
again.
This is a long shot because I remember reading. Is it Walter Payton?
No.
He's second. I knew that.
Fuck. Okay. Anyways,
My guess is Brett Favre.
All-time.
Okay, my
It's
guess.
Wait, no. It's
I know, Max. I got no clue who it is.
all-time leading rusher. Okay.
No, I know what your question was. I just have no clue.
Okay,
I
wanna just go with
My guess is Emmitt Smith.
Noah's winning.
Really?
I've never even heard of that name.
He played for the Cowboys.
never heard of him.
Yeah.
He was a beast.
Yeah.
I know that third is
Old
Frank
NFL.
Gore.
It's hard, the old
Yeah, I
NFL
know.
is hard, man.
Yeah,
you
Braden. I'm pretty confident that Walter
Question
Payton's
one,
number 2.
Question 3.
Because I remember hearing like a segment on it, so that's why I was like, oh, I'll just go with that.
That was a good
Yeah,
guess.
Max, this is number 3. That was a very good guess.
That was number 3.
Sometimes they do those segments on like the NFL Network or something like that, so I watch.
Well, on number 3, or that was number 3?
That was
We
number
need
2.
number 3.
Wait, what?
We're
Wait,
on
which
question
one?
3.
Yeah, you just did 2. We've only done 2 questions.
Okay, so number 3, the third question. Which baseball player holds the record for the most home runs in a single season?
Oh my god! Question: is it somebody from this generation?
Oh, God, no.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, Max!
There's only like a couple that you guys should know.
Okay. Question. Actually,
Yeah.
no. Never mind. That might give away my guess. I'm not gonna say that. I'll ask. I'm just gonna say the guess anyways, and I don't care if I get it wrong at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just.
I know where you got this question from, though, Max.
No.
Like I
Where?
know why. I know why it sparked into your head.
Did you
Why?
know this answer before you put it on there?
Oh, wait. Oh, Noah, you know. Okay, Noah knows.
I think. Well, this is my question. I'll say what I was gonna
No,
say
no,
after.
no.
but-
Don't say- If you're going to say if it's about
Was
a
it
song.
on TikTok?
Then, yeah.
No,
Oh.
it's not about a song.
Oh, okay. Then maybe you don't know. Okay. I don't know.
No, but like, was it on what was that TikTok you were showing me, Noah, where it was people saying random sports facts?
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't in that.
Oh, okay. I have no clue. I mean, obvious answer is like someone like Babe Ruth or something, but
There's only a couple names you know. What? Any other names?
I
Barry
got my.
Okay,
What
you guys
Brandon,
I'll just take a wild Babe Ruth. There we go.
what Brandon say?
I don't know.
Barry Bonds.
Nope.
Yeah, that's my guess because I knew he got it while he was juicing.
Yep.
Yeah, he got it while he had steroids.
Really?
Steroids.
Let's
He had,
go.
I didn't know
he had
that.
like over
why-
70 or something.
No, why are you saying you'd think I'd do
Because
it?
the MLB just released like their Hall of Fame for this year, and it was Barry Bonds' last chance to get in. It was like his 10th year of eligibility, and he didn't
Yeah.
get in. So, and he's like the all-time leader of
That's why I
home
said his
runs.
name. I saw that too.
Yeah, that's the
I
only reason.
I
That's
don't
the
even
only
know who
reason
that
he
guy
would have
is,
came into my
but-
head. I would have guessed like A-Rod or something.
I thought you said Barry Bonds because I thought
Right.
Kanye West has a song called Barry Bonds. I thought you'd be like, oh, yeah, he's like something like that.
That would have been a good guess.
All right. So,
Question 4.
question 4. Just a second here.
Wait, I have 3. I'm 3 for 3. Brandon has
1.
1. Braden has 0.
Yep. What else is new, boys? Not a whole lot. What about you? Oh, you know.
Unless this is. Wait.
You're running out of time there, Maxie.
No, I got extra time because my landlord's running late.
Perfect.
Not a girl.
So we got time. Okay, moving to a totally different sport. You guys should be able to get this
NHL.
because there's not that many. Like you guys probably only know one of the tournaments anyway. So, which golf tournament did Tiger Woods win by 12 strokes in 1997 to record his first major championship win?
There's no, Braden, there's 4 guesses.
I know, and I think I'm gonna go with. And I think I'm just. I don't know.
Don't say it.
I think I might know it.
Man, I didn't think it was, but then Max said you guys only know one, so you should get it. I didn't think that was his first major. Obviously, we're all. I mean,
Braden, do you know the 12 majors or the 4 majors? Why did I say 12?
I only know the one, so and it's
That's gonna
probably
be his guess.
you got the Masters, you got the U.S., you got the
European or
European, and then what's the other one?
No, the Europeans, the British Open.
British. That's I meant to say British.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But what's the
Then it's
other
the
one?
President's Cup or something.
Yeah. No. What is it called?
It's the Open, right?
Yeah.
Or-
It's
Just the Open. Just the
yeah,
Open.
yeah. The Open, the what's the other one you just said? The
Masters, the U.S., the Open, and the PGA.
Yeah.
PGA. Yeah, PGA. That's the other one.
Oh no, so there's the
There's
PGA,
US
the
Open, and then just the
Masters,
Open.
the U.S.
I
Brady,
guess I'm
US.
gonna guess the Masters, but I don't think.
All right. Well, I can go first here. I'm gonna go with the Masters.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
You guys are all correct.
I didn't think his first win was a Masters.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I don't know if you remember. There's an iconic picture of him when he looks really young and he's getting the jacket put on him.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
it.
All right. So what's the standings
I
here?
got
Yeah.
4. He's got 2. Right. Braden has 1.
Oh, Bray has one. Sorry, Bray.
Bray just got that one.
Boy.
I'm
Attaboy,
on the
Bray.
board. I'm on the board for once.
All right.
Unfortunately, you are mathematically unable to win again.
Oh yeah, God no. I don't know why I'm guessing, but whatever.
Sorry, just
Last time this happened, you literally just left the pod. You weren't
Well,
even.
I had to go. I had to go somewhere.
all right. I'm actually trying to find questions here because I didn't have my last 3.
Leave it up to Matt today. Bray, how do you feel that we're on episode 33?
It's a good time.
Well, Brandon,
I'm glad to be a part of what we got going on here. You know, it's nice to get together and bicker and batter back and forth about sports.
Great. All right. So for question 5,
4.
This is 5.
Five.
This is 5.
Sorry.
So I'm 4 for 4.
Yeah.
froze.
Yeah. Okay.
You guys just froze for
Sorry, I had to let you know.
question 4.
They're not that hot.
Question 5.
Question 5. Okay. What's-
Brandon, we have. Sorry, Max, I'm gonna cut you off. It's already been over a year that we've posted our first video.
Our
Really?
first video was about the Super Bowl,
February
so
3rd.
This is like our year. The podcast
Yeah.
we're doing right now is the same topic we started our podcast on.
So what is the only team in the NFL to neither host nor play in the Super Bowl?
Horse nor
Oh,
play.
They haven't played or hosted.
wow.
They didn't win. They just had to not play in it.
They've never
They've
played
never-
the Super Bowl.
They've never played and they've never hosted.
Okay, I'm gonna take a guess on a team that just didn't make the playoffs for the longest time ever. Sorry, that might give you guys a hint of my guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I got a guess.
All right, Braden, you first. Go.
Can somebody else? Hang on. I don't know. Fuck.
I'll go. Arizona Cardinals.
All right, Noah.
Cleveland.
Max is smiling. Bray, say Cleveland.
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 It's
It's
Cleveland.
Bray,
Yeah.
you've got a point.
Wow.
You got
Yeah, I
two.
just guessed. I just randomly guessed.
Well,
the
I
team
would have
that
went
hasn't been in the
first, but
playoffs in a bit.
I was trying to think of the Panthers, but then I was like, oh shit, never mind. They played in the Super Bowl,
They were
so
just
there's no point. That debunked my whole answer right there.
I know the Cardinals had a really long playoff drought. So
I know the
Yeah, they did.
The Cleveland Browns like the only team that have never been to the Super Bowl, so that was my guess. I didn't know if there was another team.
last question.
Yeah.
Oh, I could go perfect again.
All
I went perfect. Oh no, I didn't go perfect in the Olympics when I missed one.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Oh, I did. Ooh.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure on
What
this one.
was
Because we searched it up after, and you were right.
Noah probably could get this one right too. What was the last team Steph Curry's father played for?
Oh God.
Ray, do you even know his name?
No.
Dell.
I'm just gonna. Can I just take a hard pass on this one?
Bray, think close to home. He did play for the Raptors, so that's going to be my guess. I don't really know any.
You don't
The
know
Raptors are my guess because I know he played there. So that's my guess.
You don't know anywhere else that he played?
Later in his career, I don't know. No, I'm going to say Raptors. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Okay.
I'd rather guess somewhere I know he played. So
Yeah.
I don't
That's
look
fair.
stupid.
He played for a team with a C.
Ray, there's your hint. Charlotte Bobcats.
Oh. Okay. Hang on. Okay. I think I got it.
Well, yeah.
Rap-
Maybe.
Noah, you?
I'm not gonna copy. I mean, I'm gonna copy Brandon and go Raptors because I knew he played for them late in his career. I don't know if there was a team after it, but I know that
No.
there's.
That's where I'm at.
You guys are correct.
You didn't even let Ray go.
Raptors.
There you go, Ray. You got 3.
You got 3 points.
Ray, you passed the quiz. You got 50%.
You got a
passed the
50%.
quiz.
There we go.
I didn't have to cheat.
You only cheated for 2 of them.
Fuck you, locally developed, eh, Bray?
Hey, you know what? When desperate times call for desperate measures, you do
fucking
what's necessary
what?
to survive.
Exactly.
You
All
miss
I know
100%
is-
of the shots you don't take, Michael
You know
Scott.
what, Ray? Guess
Write that
what,
down.
though? Guess what?
What?
Noah hosted the quiz 3 weeks ago. I did it 2 weeks ago. Max did it this week. So I can guarantee you won't lose next quiz because you're host.
Because you're gonna make
I
it.
was gonna say I was gonna.
It's gonna be. It's gonna be a music. It's gonna be a music quiz.
Yeah. How many?
Want me to make it a music quiz?
No, spoiler.
I do great. I do great in that, so I wouldn't
I would-
mind.
How many times have I humped my guitar at home? That's probably the first question.
Every day at least
Hey,
7
At
times.
least-
only when I'm lonely at night because she
Every
makes
day.
beautiful music.
Yeah, well.
Okay.
That's great.
We'll wrap it up there. If you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, check out our Spotify, our TikTok. We'll start getting on that again, and our Instagram. Peace.
You guys.
See ya.